going on, everybody? Oh my gosh, it has been a busy year so far. We're here back in the Arkon Live Lounge, and we got our first, Barty, you're actually the first guest of the year. We had a lot of guests last year.
Seriously honored.
But let's introduce you to everybody. You're Barty Toto. Tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Oh my gosh. I'm actually a New York Times bestselling author of a book called The Power of Asking. Power of Asking, Creating All That You Want, which actually launched last week in Hawaii on iHeartRadio.
Woohoo!
You can find it on Amazon.com. I'm also known all over the world for branding and social media, but not just any branding, it's niche marketing, going at, I call it disrupting your brand. If you're not a disruptor, just like you are, disruption has a negative connotation to some people, but it's a very positive thing. If you're not a disruptor, you're not going to be seen, heard, or anything. So like with, Arkon mounts,
we disrupt every day.
You disrupt every day with your products. You have products that you're creating a solution to somebody's problem.
Yes.
So if you're not out there disrupting in your business, you actually risk not being seen or heard and not taking your business to another level or impacting people's lives, whatever it is that you do. So I'm a huge disruptor and the founder of Disrupt Your Brand. So that's some of what I do, and I actually train people on branding and social media, going after a niche market.
Well, we said that you're the first-time guest here in the Arkon Live Lounge, so welcome.
I'm honored.
We have an official kind of video that shows some of the highlights. So you're joining a group of many of our friends from the live streaming community. They might be singers, they might be bakers. We just have a lot of fun while we're here. Stamping. We do it all. So let's show what the Arkon Live Lounge is all about. So we're playing our video. Sound in the background. It's hearing us speak as well. This is all the highlights from last year. And we saw some of the coming back to us. Now, you know what we're doing is we're actually using Switcher Studio, you guys, to be able to, and Barty wasn't familiar with this.
I wasn't.
But we're able to control two different cameras at the same time. And let's do a side by side here because I love this app. Seriously, look at that.
I love it.
Right? So you could have a view over there. You could have an upwards view. A lot of our bakers, especially in the crafters, use this app because they want to be able to show their live video demonstrations.
I think that is so cool. I mean, it's like I'm embarrassed that I didn't know about it, but now I do. I'm going to use it for sure.
Let's put what we can do is put your book up there, The Power of Asking, Creating All That You Deserve. Barty, I'm going to switch it here, and then tell us about the book. Where can they get it, and what's inside of the book?
Well, actually, a new version came out. I actually ripped the guts out of the book and recreated it, and so it's The Power of Asking, Creating All That You Want.
Woohoo!
And so the foreword was by Michael Beckwith, who was in the movie The Secret. I'm not sure if you know of him or not. But basically, if you don't ask in life, you don't get. And, believe it or not, guys, the foundation of my business in life is gratitude, and asking is a form of gratitude. When you don't ask, you're not allowing the other person to give back to you. A lot of people come to me and they say, how have you been so successful? How have you been in Forbes, gotten on TV? Beside the asking on social media, asking a friend request is an ask. I am not afraid of asking with social media. Like, I ask big. Like, some people are intimidated by, let's say, executive producers of TV shows or executive producers of networks. And I have become friends with a lot of these people on social media, and it has made a difference in my life. But most people are afraid of asking, not just on social media, but asking in general, whether it's a promotion, whether it's a raise, whether it's the money you deserve for, let's say, your baking show or your stamp show or even your product or service. Most people will just settle and stay complacent versus asking for what they not just deserve, but what they want in life. And so I talk about, overcoming fears and so forth. And what I've also done is, it's not a workbook, but there is a way that you can actually write things in the book. I have come out with a course that has a workbook with it, where the course goes over confidence. It also goes over goals, because most people are afraid of asking because they have some kind of a fear of rejection, if you think about it. So, we go through basically successful thinking and also action rules to get started with the power of asking. And so also asking questions. I love social media. I love that we can use technology in such a wonderful way, but it can be a detriment to communication. Whether it's asking people questions, asking your boss questions. What a concept. A lot of people come to me and they're like afraid of asking their boss questions because they feel intimidated. But if you don't ask questions and get to know your boss, that could be a promotion right there. It's just like, he's human too. And a lot of people come to me and I consult them and I train them on asking in various areas of their life, whether it's business, personal, relationship-wise, or even asking questions, period. People don't want to rock the boat. They're afraid of possibly taking their business to the next level or talking to someone that might intimidate them. So I help coax them or help train them get over their fears for asking.
All right.
If that makes sense.
Now, you have a website, what is your website?
Actually, guys,
normally?
my website normally, and this is embarrassing, GoDaddy's server is down, but it's Bardi, B-A-R-D-I, TotoDrake.com. But on Instagram, you can follow me at Bardi Toto.
You got a lot of followers, Bardi. Look at that.
Yeah.
41,000 followers.
I've
Holy
worked
cow.
hard on my quality. It's not about quantity, it's about quality to me.
And you know some of our friends in the live streaming
Yes,
community,
yes,
like
yes.
Dr. Walter Sims right there, right?
Yes,
I saw him
and,
out at Summit Live. Did you
yes,
ever go to any
actually-
of those events?
No, but I was with him the other day in Atlanta.
Oh,
I
were you?
actually met him in person, yeah. He found me on Instagram and he's like, I have to interview you. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I hopped a plane and went and met him. And I told him, I said, he looks like Les Brown, who actually endorsed my book. Les Brown is an amazing, to me, motivational speaker and like a dad to me. And I've done branding and social media for him, which he has endorsed. And so, Walter is an amazing guy. So it's...
So how are you liking this app that we're using
really
to be able
cool.
to? And
I'm
like we
oh,
said,
don't
we
look
can
at my side.
we can bring in your lower thirds here with your name, or you're now one of our Arkon affiliates.
Yes,
where
yes.
We gave you one of our coupon codes, and there's the coupon code, you guys. If you use her coupon code Bardi Video, all one
Bardi
word.
Video.
You're going to save 20% off at arkon.com. Now, Bardi, you haven't got the gear yet, but you're about ready to get the Arkon mounts hookup. So we are going to be giving you one of the selfie ring lights right here with 3 different settings. Ooh, look at that, 2 different cameras.
That is so cool.
We're going to give you one of the Arkon tripods because
I'm in love with this.
for anyone who's a
love
live
this.
streamer, the tripod is your basic piece of equipment, your gear,
So you got a
so you
level
can
on
hold
it?
your phone very steady. You
That's
got to
so
have a
cool.
tripod. Now we're using some cool mounts. We're using actually a tri-streamer, which can hold 3 devices at the same time. It can hold an iPhone, another iPhone, and in the middle it has the iPad Pro 9.7. We also have dual broadcasters, where if you just wanted 2 phones, or you wanted a tablet and a phone side by side, and it's height adjustable. But that mount that your phone on over here. See, I'm over here and we're using switchers so we can point
That
to
is
that.
so neat.
That's called our Arkon Pro stand. That is the best stand, the most versatile stand for a single phone. If you just have one phone, if you want to do overhead demonstrations, we talked about our friend Olivia Tai.
Yes.
She uses this more as a floor stand. You can have it set on the floor and raise it up to about 43 inches tall. So Arkon does have all the gear that you guys want to use
They sure
and
do.
need to use. Use Bardi's code right here. Barty, what else? What else do you want to tell everybody about in terms of what you do and who you are and where you're going?
What am I doing right now?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like huge on disruption, like as far as branding. That's my passion, the power of asking, but also branding on social media, but not just branding in any way, branding very uniquely where you stand out from different people. Like, what makes you different than every other stamper or realtor or baker or singer or songwriter or pastor or church or whatever. So I actually have a webinar that I'm actually doing tomorrow night. I'm trying to think. Today's Monday. It is Monday, isn't it?
I think so. I
It
lose
is
track
all
of it
day.
too.
I lose track. I've been flying so much, like Hawaii and then Atlanta. I'm so confused where I'm at right now, but I'm in California. So it's disruptyourbrand.com. You can actually go on there.
Let's go to it right now.
And
I'll pull it up.
yeah, disruptyourbrand.com, and you can go on the webinar, and I talk about some of the things that I have done differently out there than most people. So there's Facebook and there's Twitter. And you notice that Facebook, a lot of people are like, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Well, back in 2009, I saw a problem. So I'm the type of person that when everyone goes right, I want to go left. Just like with, Arkon, that they're disruptors. So I created a solution to a problem where most people are just posting on Facebook and Twitter. I created a software system. One of my biggest secrets is that I can post to about 40 different social networking sites at once and social bookmarking sites, which gets you more indexed out there, higher ranking. No, it's not Hootsuite. In my opinion, Hootsuite's a joke. It doesn't work. It's actually a software system I created. So that's one of my biggest secrets is you want to get out there to the masses, just like what you teach with live streaming. You want to get out there to the masses. If you're not using live streaming equipment like the Arkon mounts, like he said, you can get 20% off today by using my code, which is Barty Video. You're not going to be seen or heard. I mean, it's, some people will say, well, it's all about the money to them. But when you serve more people, a lot of people, and you give back, you give value, whether it's, showing them how to stand properly or bake properly or whatever it is, you're going to get a bigger following and people are going to have a interest in you. I believe that people are attracted to people, not product. People want to like, know, and trust you, and you can build that like, know, and trust through live video and also disrupting your brand and getting out there to the masses. So tonight on the webinar, actually I'm doing this tonight and tomorrow night, that you can find out more about how to stand out there from everyone else, because there's too many people telling you, or pardon me, selling you or telling you information but not showing you how to do it.
This is in 4 hours, Barty. You got some
4
work to
hours.
do today. Holy cow.
I know. So anyway, that is pretty much it. And what I'm also doing is, doing more speaking events. I'm doing a wholesale retail show in March. I work with a lot of wholesalers, retailers, people that might want to get in the wholesale industry, teach them how to do live streaming or social media to show their product, because some people are really good at what they do, like manufacturing or maybe writing books or maybe cooking, but they don't know how to get their products seen to the masses. So a lot of these retail stores could be using your mounts.
I'm amazed how many people actually don't use live streaming, because
They're
being
afraid.
in sales and marketing for 25 years, when I first saw Periscope and I saw the power of it and how you could reach new people, reach new communities, I was amazed. And so I started using live streaming, and obviously now I'm at expert level, but I'm shocked at how many brands don't use live streaming.
You have no idea.
And it is the #1 way to connect to new audiences and potentially new customers.
I have a product. I don't want to name names, but I have some people in the wholesale industry that actually manufacture products in China, really great products. They're not even live streaming. And I'm like, do you realize what you could do if you would live stream? You could take that product to masses, into the retail stores or so forth. And in fact, one of my courses, I give 12 ways that you can use Facebook Live, which, I mean, you're at expert level too, but a lot of people don't even think of those 12 ways.
Yeah.
Whether it's a webinar, maybe it's behind the scenes in a kitchen, because people are nosy. They're nosy people.
Yep.
You know, the #1 publication in the world, I tell people, is the National Enquirer. And social media is cool for that, because when people make comments or they share, it's called user gratification, and they want the warm fuzzies of feeling good, but you also have to reciprocate. And guys, make comments. That's the biggest thing I tell you. When you make comments on the lives or hearts or whatever, you're not only giving back, but that one comment can get you seen by someone versus just liking or retweeting.
Well, especially
I'm big on commenting. I'm like, please comment, guys, comment.
You know, that holds so true now with Facebook. I don't know if you saw the news where they're changing everything, because they said people aren't connecting enough anymore. They're not actually having those conversations that they want them to have. Instead, it's all marketers like ourselves who have taken over. And so those comments do become all that much more important. What is your #1 tip for anybody who's using social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram? What's your #1 tip to where they can actually be seen by a lot more people?
I'll tell you right now. In fact, I just came out with it. I hope follow along with me a minute. Okay, so Facebook owns Instagram. Okay, if you notice that the Facebook algorithm has changed, that very few people, when you post a photo, are seeing it. You get maybe, even me with 5,000 people and a huge following, I'm getting maybe 1 or 2 likes, seriously. Facebook Live, which is video, live streaming, you can get anywhere from 200 to 700 people watching your Facebook Live. So just bear with me. Instagram, same way, okay? Facebook owns Instagram. People think Instagram is about pictures, and it's not anymore. So pictures are not getting very many views. Now, most people say, well, what do I do? So it's not just about doing a regular 60-second video. If you go on my Instagram, I don't know if we can go back there.
Let me go over by...
Yeah, I want to show you what I'm doing. And it's very, very smart. It actually involves video. Okay, can we go down? Okay, so I want to show you guys what I'm doing. I'm up to no good. So what I did was, I actually created this. We're actually the only ones doing this, and it ties in great with Arkon mounts, seriously. So Barty, if pictures aren't working anymore, which they're really not, because you can see like my pictures have very, very low views, or low, but my videos, like for instance, if you go up here, that's 140, but let's see, this one, yeah, this one has 743 views.
Let's play it.
Yeah, well, we don't need to play
744.
Yeah, that was when I was on iHeartRadio. But what my point is, go down. I'll show you one that's got over 4,000. Okay, so I actually...
This one has 900, 800.
Scroll down. There's one I want y'all to see. It's got like 42. Okay, so I said my biggest frustration with Facebook, which has 4,268 views. So my biggest frustration, that particular one, let me back up to what I was talking about, 60-second videos. So in my opinion, since Facebook owns Instagram and Facebook is not giving us the exposure on post anymore, and the reason is they're kind of shutting off the tourniquet to where they want to force you to buy Facebook ads. Now, I don't know if you're in agreement with me on this, but I've actually worked with the founders a long time ago, and it's like they want you to buy Facebook ads. So they're kind of turning off the tourniquet, but that's why people, I think live stream is beautiful. Instagram, same thing. Photos are not getting, unless I'm P. Diddy or something, a lot of views, okay? So for the average person, 60-second videos you can do, but they're not getting the views. What we did, different than anybody else, nobody else is doing this on Instagram, is we actually made videos that have subtitles in them. which has backlinking and search engine optimization, which at the end of the video, like not this particular video, but at the end of the other videos, it'll say for full video, go to youtube.com/gratitude lifestyle, which is my YouTube channel. So these short 60-second video clips are the biggest gold mine right now that, of course, I'm just now introducing it, that nobody is doing or using. So the subtitles and the SEO and the backlinking that we put on each one of the 60-second videos, it's just a snippet to, you know, kind of tease people. So you could do this with your baking, you could do it with your stamping, and by using Arkon mounts, seriously, to get more exposure, because people's attention spans are getting smaller. They do not want to watch these long, drawn-out videos. They just want to know, okay, what's it going to do for me, or how can I benefit from it? And then, voila. What do you think?
It's so true. The one minute videos on Instagram, that was our best platform in 2017 in terms of generating sales. And for me as a social media marketer, it's all about generating sales. And right, we have so many of our affiliates who are on Instagram, whether it's the bakers are all over there. And many of our friends get more than 100,000 views per video, 1 million views per video. That's a lot of people seeing your brand in a very short amount of time. And it's that repetition. My number one tip, Barty, is Facebook's a very powerful tool. You talked about Facebook wants you to go and pay for those ads. I want you guys to pay for those ads as well. No, I don't. I'm an actual Facebook shareholder and I got a lot of shares.
Sorry.
No, but I love the fact that I bought in at about 50 and it's about 190 right now. But I don't want you to go and use the paid ads, because you can do things with Facebook without having to spend a dime.
Live.
You can go live. But my biggest tip is go live from groups. Let's say on our own Arkon Mounts page, we got, I think we're almost at 5,400 followers for our page. If I go live there, that's those 5,400 people that already know us probably.
Exactly.
But I'm a member of about 30 different groups right now where they're related to baking or crafting or pottery. And if I've done a video that is specific to that community, I can go and post that video in that community and get a lot more eyes on it. But more importantly, my number one tip, go live from the groups. There's a group that we belong to that's called Cake Decorators, and it has over 100,000 members. So if I go live from there, that's 100,000 people instead of the 5,400. And those 100,000 are probably all people who have never seen our products before. So use the Facebook groups, go live from them. If you didn't know that you could go live from them, start doing it. Try it out like once a week, but you'll see that you'll be able to get your product, your service in front of a lot more eyes out there, and hopefully buying customers.
Yeah, I'm totally in agreement. I mean, it's where we did this differently than the 60-second videos, and I'm in agreement, is it hit me because I'm really big on search engine optimization and video. I've been actually started working with the founders of YouTube a long time ago. That I will tell my age, but like seriously, I was one of the first people back in 2005, 2006. And I'm big on SEO. I'm self-taught. I know how to get people on the front page of YouTube with any phrase or keyword in a matter of seconds versus paying for it. So like the other day, one of our musicians, out of 58 million videos, he got in the 3rd and 4th position in less than 5 minutes. So I'm big on SEO, backlinking, stuff like that. And some of you are like, what the heck is SEO and backlinking? Don't worry about it. It's just a technology to help you get more exposure and further out there in the Google search engines. And that is why we use the subtitles and the backlinking on the 60-second videos. That's what we actually do for people. One of the disrupting your brand, because 60-second videos, and I'm in agreement with you, are great. But if you have like the subtitles, it makes it even bigger. And then of course, hashtags. I just wrote a book on hashtags. It's not out yet, but a lot of people do not know how to use hashtags properly.
That's true. That is so true.
Tip, let me give you a tip. Tip is not hashtag what I had for breakfast today. hashtag needs to be like short, like gratitude, or like Arkon mounts, or like video editing, or
But
something.
it has to be relevant to what the video. If you have something that says any day, hashtag any day, but it's not relevant to the video you put up there, don't do it. Use the hashtags that are specific to that video. And that's really how a hashtag is all about getting in with other communities. Because if somebody clicks on it, we want that. That's why we love it when somebody in the ceramics community posts and they post a video using our mount and they're showing the mount. We'll go and repost it and we'll use those hashtags: ceramics, pottery, ceramic life. It's relevant to that specific post, and it gets us in with that community, which we're not normally posting about ceramic stuff. We're maybe posting about something else. Maybe it has to do with fleets or with our bakers or our crafters or whatever. But it's tapping into all these new communities as a marketer. So that's really important.
Yeah. I'll give you another tip. Oh, we're full of tips today. Is that people are not, people used to go to Google to search for things. They don't go to Google anymore. They go to YouTube.
They go to Amazon.
Well, you're missing my point. YouTube, okay? So what's coming up now is hashtags are so huge that people are starting to search videos by hashtags. The other thing, like, I'll give you an example on Twitter. A lot of people don't know this, but I actually am the founder and creator of Random Acts of Gratitude Week, which is coming up February the 11th through 17th. I have a website called Kids for Gratitude. I make no money off of this. This is just ideas that kids, parents, churches, or whoever, ideas to use in your community, in your environment, on social media, with animals, whatever it is. I want to teach kids how to, or parents to teach their kids, or churches to teach their kids, or even schools to teach their kids gratitude. So I've even made a curriculum on Kids for Gratitude to, educate school systems on how to use gratitude. All right. So with that, Twitter hashtag gratitude. Well, all of a sudden, I have all these people who are helping support me and my mission for the Random Acts of Gratitude Week. Well, why do I bring that up? As he just said, it's about a community. Using a hashtag, you find people who have a like-minded interest in whatever you're talking about. So ceramics or baking or whatever. So hashtags are amazing. And the other tip, I'm giving too many of my tips away. In your profile on Twitter, if you don't, you can go to twitter.com/BartyTotoDrake. Put hashtags in your profile, because what happens is that will pull from the search engine optimization. And when people are on Twitter and they, let's say, search hashtag baking secrets or baker secrets or whatever it is, and you have that in your profile, you will be the first one to come up. I mean, it's all about search engine optimization, connecting with Google and so forth. So that's just a tip that I wanted to share.
We are full of tips today.
Yeah,
Barty.
too much
Holy
tips.
Cow.
I'm done. No more tips.
All right, show us your book one more time, and you guys make sure. Let's see here. Make sure.
Actually on Amazon.
Let me come over here. Let me split the camera so we can see. There we go. We're over here. You guys make sure you go, and if you're interested, sign up for her webinar, which is tonight. It's just in a few hours, like 3 or 4 hours.
And tomorrow night too.
Well, where do they go?
Disrupt Your Brand. DISRUPT, your YOUR brand, Disrupt Your Brand.
Disrupt Your Brand. And then where can they get your book?
They can get the book on Amazon. Woohoo. Okay, Amazon, yes.
It's called The Power of
Asking, Creating All That You Want. Deserve has a negative connotation. It's about what you want in life, what you want. So,
awesome.
And you guys deserve everything you want in life.
All right, we're going to put up that code one more time, which is Barty Video. That saves you guys 20% off at Arkon.com. Thank you, Barty, for coming out today.
I appreciate you so much.
We're going to get you some awesome gear. And we want to see you post it out there as you're at an event or whatever you do. And make sure you're showing your hashtag Arkon Pride.
I sure will.
All right, Barty, thank you so much.
Thanks.
You guys, thank you. Take care.